Hey everybody, I'm Yogasu. Welcome to Yogasu Fitness, where you're going to get yoga-inspired fitness workouts along with body rolling. To work out with me, you're going to need some gear. And you can go to my website, click on the bio, click the link in the bio, and get your gear. So let me just show you what this gear bag looks like. You get some wakers, which are amazing for the feet. We're going to use them today. You also get your black balls, which we're going to use today, and this is for deep work in the body. It's going to feel so good. And then you can get your gold ball, which is fantastic for your abdominal work and for the whole body. Your pearl ball, which is a smaller version of gold, and this gets into the nooks and crannies of the body, but still gives you a nice soft feel. And then finally, the silver ball, which is fantastic for the legs and the glutes, and when you want a little bit more edge and a little bit more sensation. So this is more of an advanced ball, but it's fantastic for the legs, even as a beginner. So also too, you're gonna need a resistance band to do some of my workouts, and you can find this on Amazon. I love the TheraBand, and you can buy it in a little roll, and then you can cut off the length that works for you. So all this stuff is in my bio. Click the link, order your gear, and get ready to have a fantastic workout. So as I've aged, I've really had to find new ways to restore myself. So as long as I stay active, right? I wanna stay active. So I had to find ways to take care of my body because things just get achy. I wake up every single day and I have something going on in my body. But I wanted to stay active in my life, so I found Yamuna body rolling, which is a fantastic way to keep the body healthy, stretched, and mainly as I move through my day or move through my yoga practice, or even do hiking or running or HIIT and all that kind of stuff, as my body gives me information like, yo, I'm really tight, or something's not quite right, I can go to the balls and I can work the kinks out. So today's workout is going to focus on the hips, specifically the iliacus and the psoas muscle group. Okay, the iliacus attaches to the back of our hip crest and goes down into our leg bone, and the psoas attaches up here in the low back at the vertebrae and goes down the same pathway with the iliacus. It crosses into the iliacus and attaches down in the leg bone. This sucker can get really, this sucker can cause some problems in the body because it shortens, and as we sit, we sit a lot as human beings, and it can get short and create problems. It pulls the torso forward. It can get really, it can get inflexible because it's in contraction, and it can get weak. So I want to work in that muscle group today. All right, so we're going to start with wakers, and you're going to need your black balls. So just set those off to the side. This is going to be a black ball routine because we can get really into the nooks and crannies with the black balls. Now, this is a little bit more advanced, so if you're more of a beginner, okay, you can use your pearl ball, right, instead of your black ball, because this is going to give you a little bit more softness in the space. All right, so that's the thing with the balls, you always can switch out, and I'm going to tell you about that as we move through the workout. So let's just get right started. We're going to start with tabletop. Just bring your gear, set your gear close by so you can grab a hold of it, and we'll start in tabletop. Bring your hands right under your shoulders. You're going to inhale and arch the spine. Now, the thing about yoga practice is that I feel like the yoga practice kind of reveals what's going on in our body as we move through the different shapes. So here we're in our cow posture, and we have a little bit of a back bend happening. Take our right hand now, slide it out to the top of the mat, and just melt down into puppy stretch. Take an inhale, come back up to table, and then take your left hand, slide it out, and bend down into puppy stretch on this side. Dropping into the stretch, softening into it, keeping your belly firm. We're going to get into breath, cueing breath in a moment. Just want to get some movement. and then come back up into tabletop. Take an inhale here. We're always breathing in through the nose, expanding belly. And then as you exhale, pull your belly to spine and round into cat. Chin, chest, pull up on the pelvic floor, creating a lock in the pelvic floor. And then inhale, arch into your cow pose. Belly's gonna expand on inhale, and then we're gonna exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, chin, chest, pull up on the pelvic floor. Do that twice more. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. And then come into neutral, take a breath in. Expand your belly in through the nose. And then exhale. Right hand slides out to top corner, melt down. Exhale. Inhale back up to table. Slide your left hand, melt down, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Downward facing dog, lift the hips high. And start to pedal out your feet. Relax your head. Just pedal, pedal. Widen your feet out. Sway your hips side to side. This begins to open up. Just get ourselves out of more of a linear movement into more of a spontaneous movement. Bend your one knee, then the other. Again, and looking for information from our body. Where are we tight? Maybe you feel fantastic today. No aches and pains. Good for you. And then come back down to your, roll out to high plank, and then lower the knees down. Shift back into wisdom pose. And let's take a twist here. Slide your right arm under left, twist looking under your left arm. Sink your hips back to your heels. And then unwind, coming out. Go back and do the other side. Left arm threads under right. Kick your hips back. Now, if your knees are bugging you, you can go to, you just go where you can go. And then back to center. Okay, the whole time we're breathing in through the nose, filling the belly, and then when we exhale, we're out through the nose, and pulling belly in at the end of the exhale. Coming out to, rolling out to your belly. Begin to build cobra here, inhaling, lifting up, and exhale, lower down. So flatten your feet out. One more time, inhale, and exhale, come all the way down to the earth. Let's take an airplane here, arms back, palms up, lift everything up, feel, activating the back muscles here. Breath in, and breath out. One more time, inhale, lift everything up, and exhale. Slide your hands, ready for a big strong push-up, right? I'm gonna leave my knees down today, pull the belly in first, lift your hips a little bit, chest is still on the floor, everything pulls into center line, feel that container. Take a breath in, exhale, push the earth away, and then take a downward facing dog, finishing off your full exhale here. Inhale, exhale. Bend your knees, walk your feet towards your hands, come into forward fold. Bending your knees, bending your knees. Sway your hips a little bit side to side, walk your feet to center mat. Take a hold of your wakers now, and we're gonna come into our little squat prep. So bring your heels up on your wakers and bring your black balls in. Have a seat into your squat a couple of times. And then take the black balls and bring them right behind your knees. First time we're gonna be in squat, dial your feet out, so your Malasana feet. Bring your arms up over your head. And just listen to the body, listen to the knees. Lift one foot, then the other. Rocking forward, rocking back, bringing your heels to the wakers. Take a hold of the balls, straighten your legs, and forward fold. Dial your feet back to parallel. Breath in, and breath out. Let's bring the balls back, and now your feet are just parallel, toes are forward. Chair squat, breath in, and breath out. Straighten your legs, and here again. Walking your feet back a little bit. Bring your arches right to the wakers. Spread your toes, and lift your toes. Drop into your seat a couple of times. Dial your feet open again, so we're Malasana feet, and bring the balls right behind your knees. Have a seat. Things should begin to open up here now, or maybe they aren't. Maybe they're really, maybe your body's a little grouchy today. Just do your best. Press the leg bones open if you can. Lift your chest and draw your shoulders down. Good. Breathe in, fill the belly. Exhale. And then drop in. Bring your feet back parallel. And then straighten your legs. Take a hold of the ball, straighten your legs. Bend and straighten those legs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring your balls off to the side. We're still gonna need them, leave them there. Wakers here. Plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Good, 3, breathe in, and 2. Sink your heels, breathe out. Bend your knees. Take your right foot now and just step it out to the right side. Bend your right knee. So dropping in now, we're gonna come into just a little bit more of a stretch out here before we get into the ball work. Keep your left hand down and rotate right arm up. Take a breath in and a breath out. Plant your hands, step your right foot back and up. Leg goes up, take a breath. Bend your top knee and rotate towards looking at your right bicep. Feel the stretch length coming down that right side. Take a breath in. Straighten the top leg, squeeze your glute, stretch long through the right side. And breathing through down that right side. Take a breath in, up the right side. Breath out, down the right side. Slide that hand, the right hand slides to the top corner, and then the right leg comes and steps again. And stretching, lengthening, bending, dropping into the right side. Bend your right knee, drop in. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're opening up the right side of the body, breathing and aiming air into the right side, right lung. Then plant the hand, right hand, and come bring that right leg up and back up again. One more time, bend and lean left. You can come up on those right fingertips. Take a breath in. Stretch long and length through the right side. Belly's firm. Oh, stretch. Good. 2. And 1. Good. Bring the right leg down to the earth. Glide forward to plank. Lower to low plank. All the way to the earth. Cobra pose. Take a breath in. And down to the earth. Take a breath out. Strong push up. Pull the belly in. Lift the hips. Take a breath in. Breath out, push away. Downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Left side, left leg goes high, inhale. Step it out to the left side, plant the foot. And breathe. Drop back into your hips, push back to your hips, melt the chest towards the leg. Bend your left knee, drop in over there. Slide back the hips to center. Right hand stays down. Let's take a twist. Left arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand down, take a twist, right arm up, inhale. And exhale. Take that left leg now, bring it up and back, inhale. Bend your top leg, rotate, look at your left bicep this time. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Straighten that top leg, take a breath in. Breathe up the left side. And then breath out and breathe down the left side. Bend your top leg, breathe. And step the leg back out to the left side. Twist again, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, right arm down, hand down, left arm goes up, inhale. And exhale, bring the left hand down. One more time, send that leg high, inhale. Bend your knee, feel. And then bring the left leg down. Last transition, y'all. Glide out to plank, inhale. Float down to low plank, right? Come on down, feel, pause, then all the way down. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale down to the earth. Woo, good. Let's do a strong push-up. Pull your belly in, hips rise, chest is on the earth, everything squeezes in. Breath in. Big push-up, breath out. And back to wisdom pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Alrighty, let's come on up and let's get right into our ball work now. So black balls, first thing we're gonna do is activate, we're just gonna detail the hip in the back and get into glute muscle a little bit, okay? So remember our focus muscle today group is the iliacus and the psoas muscle attaching in the low back and in the front of the hip, coming together as a group and attaching inside the leg bone. So we're gonna work into it from the back of the body and the front of the body. All right, so go ahead and have a seat. First up, we're gonna have a seat. And because we have two of these, what's really nice is that you can work bilaterally, all right? So we're gonna kind of work bilaterally on some of these and then get specific on others. So take the black balls, we're gonna place them right behind our low back. This is a great one to just, if you want to have a day off, a restoration day, you can work with this, or this can be a workout right here. You'll see why in a sec. Hold it right here at the low back and lean back. You're going to be pressing in. And take a breath in, expand your belly. Aim your breath right to balls, and then as you exhale, you're just going to get heavy. Lift your tailbone up a little bit. Just scoop your tailbone up and lean back into the balls. So right there at the sacral joint. Take a breath in right there. And breath out. That's okay to breathe out of your mouth, but make sure all of your inhales come in through the nose. Two more. Inhale, aim your breath to ball, expand your belly. And then relax, exhale. Belly pulls in at the end. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. All right, so we're melting and joining the front of the body to the back of the body with breath. Good, now just bring your body forward and towards your feet and away from your feet, and see how I'm kind of rolling body forward. The balls are just kind of massaging the sacral joint. Feels really good. So even if you don't have anything going on in your body, this will help to release and lengthen the areas that we're working in. If you have something going on like I do, you'll be able to feel what's going on. You'll be able to feel the resistance and I guess a little bit of the pain. If you're having a little bit of pain, a little inflammation, that's a good teacher. It teaches us where things are and how things are really working. All right, so we're gonna begin to, now we're gonna move on into the sit bones. All right, so the sit bones are at the base of the pelvis, the pelvic floor, right? Those bones that you feel when you get on your bicycle. We're gonna lean back, really get heavy and bear weight into the balls. Take a breath in right there. Exhale, melt, and then just push your body back towards your hands and slide up right on top of the balls. So now you have a black ball at each sit bone. Make an adjustment, okay? And they don't have to be dead on. They just have to be there at the base of the pelvic floor. Bend your knees a little bit, pull yourself forward and see if you can feel it grabbing your glute muscle. Take a breath in right there. Exhale out and melt. Weight bear. Pull your belly in at the end of your exhale. Lean over to your right side. Squeeze your right glute right away. Squeeze your right glute. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then relax your right glute and sink into the ball. Now we go back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale. Now really connect, like really connect. Maybe even close your eyes and really drop in, connect to what you're doing. And then lean over to the left side. Take a breath in. Contract your glute. Take a breath in. Exhale, melt. And then back to center. Scooch forward a little bit more. Right? So see, my booty is almost, my sit bones are almost on the floor. The balls are right up into my glute muscle now. I'm staying kind of close to my sacral joint, my tailbone, because the balls are kind of close together, right? Leaning back, booty's on the floor, lean back into it, lean to the right, take a breath in, contract my right glute, inhale, contract, exhale, relax, and then lean to the left, contract the left glute, take a breath in, and exhale, relax, really sink, and then back to center. Bring soles of the feet together, let the leg bones come down, pull the legs in as you sit tall. Take a breath in, exhale out, good, one more breath in, breathe right into, belly's expanding, breathing, aiming breath to ball, that's your focal point. And then you're gonna exhale and press the leg bones down, round and coil the spine and roll the leg bones back. So just think about rotating from the leg bones, rounding and coiling, pressing your leg bones down. And when you inhale, you're gonna sit up. Use the hands to pull the legs towards you, draw the shoulders down, breathe in, expand your belly. And exhale, round and coil and empty out all of your air. Lean back into the balls. Feel the pressure of the body into the balls. Press the leg bones down, working to rotate back, rolling your leg bones open. And then sit tall, bring your knees together. Good, so there's a lot going on, right? Leaning over to the right. Now take your left ball out, all right? We're gonna be at the left side now, dropping into your glute muscle. Get into the muscle body, right? So it's the center, and start doing those little circles. Now this can be very intense. So here's where you might want to switch out to purl if you're having way too much sensation. So here's how you know. If you're clenching up and you're like gritting your teeth, okay, you need to switch out. If everything's okay, if you're feeling like this feels really kind of good, a little bit of sensation, but not too much, then black's perfect. All right, go center glute right there and just place the ball right there, center glute. Bring the soles of your feet together and drop your bottom leg down, which is your right leg in this case. We're on the right side. Okay, and I'm holding onto my left ball to my left hand. It's behind me, and I'm on the right elbow. I'm gonna take a breath in. I'm gonna bring that top leg up. Inhale. Now I'm gonna squeeze the glute muscle here. Squeeze and activate. And then exhale and relax everything down to the earth. Now, so the whole thing is activating these muscles to get yourself understanding where they are, and then you can actually use these muscles properly. Take a breath in, inhale, squeeze, bring that leg to top leg, bottom leg to top, squeeze your glute, feel it, and then exhale that leg down. Now scooch forward a little bit, so kind of just scooch down towards your foot, and you're gonna move the ball to the higher glute muscle up top. Lean back, so there's 3 glute muscles, the glute medius up top here. Inhale, take your bottom leg up to top, squeeze your knees together and contract the back here. And then exhale and bring the bottom leg down. Now from here, extend your bottom leg out and lean in. You're gonna roll to your right side. Keep the ball right at the side of your hip, right onto the side of the hip there. And your leg is on the ground, right? And your black ball is just right on that side hip. You can go ahead and bring your torso down and just stretch long. Hold on to your other ball, you're gonna need it. Inhale here, top leg is extended, bottom leg is extended, and you're working your torso long through that right side. Keep pulling your belly button to spine. Take the top leg and lift, and then just rotate that top leg a little bit. I almost rolled off. And you can keep your front arm as a stand. Just internal, external rotate that leg. And then when you get that, bend your bottom leg, top leg together and grab your foot if you can. And you're gonna you're gonna begin to lengthen the left, working into the left psoas iliacus on this side. Extending, pushing your hip away from you as you pull your foot towards you. If you can't get your foot, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Pull the foot towards the glute and get long through the left quad muscle. Now you're breathing, and this whole scene is stretching. Take a breath in, expand belly to belly. Exhale out. Now take your leg, that top leg, and pull the knee towards you in the front. And grab the knee and pull in this way. So now we stretch. Push down through that bottom leg. Get heavy. 3, pull in. 2, 1, and release it out. Slide your hand down the shin bone to the foot and take another stretch here. Press the leg bone back now. Press the leg bone back. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more. Bring that leg forward. Take the hold of the knee and pull it towards you. So you're really contracting that muscle group, and then you extend the muscle group when you bring the leg back like this. Breath in and breath out. Good. And now take the top leg straight out and bring it back down to the floor. All right, push yourself up. And we're going to roll back using your hip bone as a guide. Follow the back to the back of the hip bone right there. So now the black ball's on the back of that hip bone. You're still on your bone. Now we're going to lie down and bring the right knee in. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, so you have your black ball right behind your right hip. Take the left ball now, roll into the right, and take the left ball and place it on the back of the left hip. So we have both balls on the back of each hip, even. Pull your both knees in and give yourself a big hug here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Take your right leg, pull it in, left leg extends long. Take your right arm, wrap it around that right leg, and then extend your left arm over your head. So left leg, left arms extended out. Take a breath in and a breath out. See if you can relax that left leg to the earth, heels on the floor. Extend your left arm. Breathe in up that left side. Inhale and exhale. And then draw the left leg in and extend the right. Take a breath in, inhale and exhale. Good, keep reaching out from the waist. One more breath, inhale and exhale. And then pull the right knee in, give yourself a big hug. Bring your arms inside the legs, take your peace sign fingers to big toes, happy baby. Open the legs wide, pull down, take a breath in and breath out. Bring those knees back towards you. Breath in, move flesh, move. And breath out. And bring your legs back together. Good. All right, press yourself up to seated. slide down the front of the balls, and you can just move yourself side to side. Pushing down through the palms, we're going to do a reverse plank, and here's where you can get present to what's really happening in here. If you're not able to lift your hips, you might be a little tighter in the shoulders, in the hips, whatever. Here we go. We're going to open things up. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Bring your chin to chest and bring yourself back down to the earth. Slide your hips right back onto those balls. And now we're sitting right on top of the balls again. And we're going to go over to the left side. I'm going to swing around so you guys can see. You guys are going to stay. Okay. I'm going to swing around so you guys can see me. See what's happening. So I'm right back to where we were. Balls, each ball's back on the back of the base of the hips. You can be in your hamstrings a little bit. Might even feel good to be there. Take a breath in. Exhale. We normalize out. We even things out again. Breath in and breath out. All right, lean over to the left side. Take the right ball out. You're back. Now we're doing the left leg. Scooch down. Grab the flesh of the glute and just sit for a second and drop in. Feel. Drop in and feel. Squeeze your left glute muscle. Feel that. And relax on your exhale and sink. Take another breath in. Inhale. Contract your glute muscle left side. Contract, 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 and feel. Activate. And then relax here. Soften that left leg down long. Pull your belly in. Squeeze your glute muscle. And relax. So we're just trying to get through the glute muscle. Sink in, sink in. Bend your knee, pull yourself forward a little bit more and drop into the muscle body, most likely your kind of center glute. Come on down to left side. I've got my right ball here in my right hand. Dropping in now. Soles of the feet together. Let that left leg drop down. Bottom leg here. Contract your left glute and then bring your top leg up with an inhale here in through the nose. Expand your belly. And on your exhale, you're dropping in and you're relaxing that bottom leg down. So we work the rotators here. Take another breath in. Inhale and exhale. One more. Contract your left glute. Inhale, top leg to bottom leg to top leg. Squeeze your glute. And then exhale, take it down. Drop in, drop in, drop in, and sink. See if you can release and relax. Scoop your tailbone forward a little bit. Drop in. Now begin to rotate. Extend your bottom leg and rotate to the side of your hip. So you're right there on the side of the hip. You should feel sensation there. Oh, yeah. Good. All right, now take your left arm, if you can. You can stay right here if that feels okay. Actually, that gives you a nice stretch through this left side. Or you can come all the way down on the earth. Up to you. Top leg's going to be extended and activated. Front hand's down for a base. Take a breath. Inhale. Take that top leg up and start to do internal, external rotations there. Really healthy to get your leg to rotate. And then extend top leg like that. Bend your bottom leg, top leg. And then we'll do our stretches here. Take our right hand to top leg. Pull the foot towards you. Bottom leg is bent as much as you need to for a kickstand here. Belly in. As you exhale, pull the leg forward towards you. Now on an inhale, expand your belly. Fill the shape out and then exhale and melt. Don't forget to melt down into that ball. Really connect here. Pull the foot towards you. Take another breath in. And exhale. All right, now we're going to switch it up. Release your foot. Rotate your hip open. You got to externally rotate that leg. Pull it towards you and pull. Now you're going to drop into that bottom leg for stability. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Really pull the leg towards you as much as you need to. We're contracting here. Now we're gonna, and we're also stretching. Then we're gonna slide the hand down the shin bone, take the foot and internal rotate, right? And push your chest forward, pull your leg back, not with your hand, but the leg. Pull the leg back, and we're extending this long muscle group here that we're working. Pull your foot towards you. Take a breath in, breathe right there. Right into that front body, right there. Aim your breath to the muscle we're working. Exhale out, pull the foot, and then bring it back around. Pull in, inhale, and exhale, slide, and swing it back around to the top. Twice more. Inhale, pull the leg forward in, and take it back around. And push the chest forward. You're like really coming into like a little back bend here. And then one more time. And then back behind you. Following with your breath here. Wherever you are on breath, just keep it moving. Extend that top leg, a bottom leg. Woo! And then we're going to move ourselves back up. And follow your hip line, hip bone. And bring the ball to the back of your hip. At the top of the glute. So we were in the max, the medius, and the minimus here, and you were moving into the top back of the hip. Take your other ball, place it on the other side, so we even out again. You got a ball behind each hip bone on the back. Here's your front hip bones. Line them up, recline back, and bring your legs up to meet here. And then bring your left leg down and pull your right knee in. And get long through that left side. Take a breath in. Expand and exhale out. Lengthening, lengthening, opening, stretching. And then bring your left leg in. Extend your right leg out. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring your both knees in. Happy baby. Breath in. And breath out. Just drop the body. Heavy, 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 heavy. And then bring your legs back together. Pull the legs in. And bring your feet down to the earth. Press up. Second set of reverse plank. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Chin to chest. And then drop down to the earth. You can slide right into your balls and slide right into the floor. Just bring the balls right to the back of the hamstrings. Tap the back of the legs. We finish off here. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then go down another inch or two, back down, right down the back of the hamstrings. We're just finishing off the energy, the energy chain, the muscle chain on the back legs. We did behind the knees and squat, which was great, right? And then take off, shake it out, rock side to side. Good. I want to do one more, and then you know what? I'm going to do another video with doing the front body with these black balls. So I'll link the videos with you. I'll link it onto this. I'll link it onto this video. I don't want to make it too long, but let's finish off here. Back side. We're going to place the black ball, each black ball right at the top of your hamstring. So you're right below your sit bones. So you start at your sit bones and you just move the balls down a little bit towards your feet, right? So you're actually in your back of your muscles. And now we're going to get into the groin a little bit, and right where the iliacus psoas muscle comes in, the leg bone. And so as you lean over to your left side, so just straddle and lean to the left side. Take a breath in, breath out, melt over that left leg, and then keep the length, keep that forward moving energy as you walk yourself over to the right leg. Take a breath in here, breath out here, Now squeeze and contract, and then walk yourself back to center. Rise up as you inhale, walk yourself up, and now lean over to your left side and move the right ball in towards the pelvic floor, and then come back over, and then lean over to the right side and move the balls together. Now notice the balls are together touching, and I'm sitting right on top of them so that I'm actually right into the leg bones and right at the leg bone and the pelvic floor. This is the groin. It's so good to be here. And then drop your hips down to the floor. So you're really seeing the balls in front of you, and you're supporting and stretching, right? This vital area that doesn't get stretched that much. Take your torso and your hands over to the right leg, and place the left hand goes outside the right foot. Left hand, right foot, and twist. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, rise up, walk yourself back through center, keep the length. Lean forward, pressing into the balls. Walk over to the left leg. Walk over to the left leg. Right hand crosses to the outside of that left leg. Take a breath in and exhale out. Do your best. Bend your knees if you need to. Pull your belly in for support. Always working there. Still working with breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Fill your belly on inhale and dump your belly out on exhale. And then we walk back to center. Slide your hips all the way down to the floor, booties on the floor, leaning forward, right? And we're always working around the problem. Sometimes, most of the time, the radiation, the problem is coming from another area. Where the pain lands is radiating from maybe another area. We just do our investigative work and figure it out. Take a breath in, rise up, and come off the balls, lift your knees, and take the balls out. Finish off in Shavasana, and then the next video is we're gonna flip over, and we're gonna do the psoas iliacus muscle from the front, working in the front hip pockets. So I'll see you in the next video. Put the balls right here and do a Apanasana. It feels really good. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.